Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to another value packed video tutorial. In this video tutorial, I'll be sharing with you 12 must know shortcut keys if you're a beginner in Affinity by Canva. And these are crucial shortcut keys that you must know, and these are basically shortcut keys that you may likely need when designing with this software, and especially for those who may be likely be switching to Affinity. So the first one on our list is the Control J. So this is necessary when you want to duplicate objects. So let's give an instance. So we select any tool of our choice. So once you click on any tool, let's go with the ellipse tool here. So all the tools that are available, if it has a drop down here, for instance, this one has a drop down. Once select any tool, all the tools here appear. So let's draw a perfect circle. So you hold on Shift, then you draw a perfect circle, right? And you click on this. If you want to change the color, you can come to this area while this is selected and change the color to whatever color you wish. Alright, so this is very much okay. So you can reduce the size. You can hold on Shift, then you reduce the size uniformly. Alright, so you want to duplicate this object. So how do you do that? You either hit on Ctrl J. So check it, the layer spanner, it has been duplicated. So this is it. Another way to duplicate is to select the object, hold on Alt, then you drag. To maintain balance, can hold on Shift to move in whatever angle or direction you want. That is it on the first one. Another important shortcut key is to deselect an object. Take for instance this, I highlight these two objects here. So to deselect this, either hit on Ctrl D to deselect this, or highlight this again. And to deselect this, another way to do that is just to click on an empty space on the canvas or on your design screen. That is another way to do that. Another important shortcut key is grouping of object. That is Ctrl G. You highlight everything, then hit on Ctrl G, then the object has been grouped. And once it's grouped together, you can move the both of them together. So this is an advantage you have. So take for instance in Adobe Photoshop, once you select an object in that group, it will be as an individual. But then this, in this case, is actually different. Once it's grouped together, so you don't need to link it as you do in Photoshop. So this is a very good one. To select the object, any object, you can just double click and have access to it. But once you're done, you can move both of them together. So that is another way. Another important shortcut key is to ungroup. So how do you do that? Control Shift G. So you've ungrouped the object. So this is it. So that is how you ungroup in Affinity. So another important shortcut key is to bring an object to the top. So let's take for instance, let's change the color of this, come to this area and give this a different color. So how about a situation where I want to bring this layer to the top? So another way to do that is to, you can just drag this and bring it to the top. And another important way to do that is select this, then hit on Control and the square bracket, the right square bracket, and it brings it to the top, right? So to send it to the back, that is to involve another important shortcut key. So once you want to send this shape behind this purple one, so hit on Control and the left square bracket. Another way to do that is just to make use of the layers panel here and send it behind. So whichever way you prefer. So how about a situation whereby there are so many layers here? So let's duplicate this, Ctrl J, and you want to bring this, let's duplicate this, and you want to bring this blue circle to the top. So rather than hitting on Control and the square bracket, to be going little by little, so you just hit on Control Shift square bracket and it moves it to all the way to the top here. So by situation whereby you want to send this rather than dragging it manually down, that is a whole lot of stress. So you just hit on Control Shift left square bracket and it sends it to the bottom here. So if you want to redo your previous action, this brings us to the next shortcut key, that is Control Shift Z. So let's take for instance you undid an action, that is Control Z. So how about a situation whereby you want to redo the action you just undid? So you hit on Control Shift Z and it will redo the previous action you just undid. This brings us to our next shortcut key, which is save as. So Control Shift S, that is another way to save. So it will help you save as an Affinity file here. So this is it. Once you're done, this is the only file here. So you save as an Affinity.af file. Right. So another way to do that is to go to File, then you come to this area. You have Control Shift S, that is Control Shift as. All right. So another important shortcut key is to how to export. So either PNG, either PSD, either JPEG or PDF, whichever one. You hit on Control Alt Shift W. So you bring it to this export panel. So you choose whatever file you want here. So we have PNG, GIF, TIFF, SVG, EPS, PDF, PSD. So whichever one. Then you make your settings here, and once you're done, you click on export. So that is how easy it is to export in Affinity. And here are very other important shortcut keys you need to know. Though they don't have any specific shortcut keys for them, but then they are very important. That is the alignment. So have a situation whereby you want to align an object to the middle of the canvas. So but first off, I have to show you another one. If you want to fit your canvas to the design screen, you just hit on Control or Command plus 0, and it brings you to the design screen. That is this white board here, right? So have a situation whereby you want to fit this circle to the middle. How do you do that? Once it's selected, then you go to alignment. Under alignment, click on this, then hit on align center, then align middle. So if you want to adjust it to the bottom, so this is it, then align it to the top. So you can just play with whatever. So this is applicable to text or whatever object or image you have inside Affinity. It's very much simple and easy to do. Another way to find that if you can't see this is to go to layer, then you come to this area where you have arrange, then there's option for move, there's option to align to the left, but this is much more easier and very fast. So, and if you notice, there are no shortcut keys for it, right? And there's option to flip horizontal, flip vertical, rotate right. So depending on what you want to achieve, this will be able to do that efficiently for you. So guys, that is basically it on the shortcut keys I've been able to discover in Affinity. They would really help boost your workflow if you're planning on switching to Affinity, or if you're also planning to add it to one of your softwares for design. They are very much simple and they'll be very helpful to you. And also, here's a bonus tip too as well. If you're already a Photoshop user and also a CorelDraw user too as well, but mostly Photoshop user, some of these shortcut keys are similar to that of Photoshop. So it will be very easy for you to adapt to it. And I believe once you practice it continuously, you'd get used to it. And also guys, if you're just hearing about Affinity for the first time, so it's a free software owned by Canva rather. So I have a video in the description below on how you can download it. Also have a video in the description below on how to design a logo with it. Also have a video on it on how you can ClipMask, that is fit objects into a shape. It's very much simple and very easy to do. They are all in the description below. You can check it out. So guys, that is it on this video on the important shortcut keys you need to know as a designer in Affinity. They are very much simple and very easy to use. Alright guys, if you found this video helpful, do what you hit on that subscribe button, turn on the post notification bell to get notified of upload new videos, and don't forget to like, share and drop a comment and let me know what you think about this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video tutorial.